There is something chilling about a door left open, a question never answered. Unsolved mysteries are like this, echoes that never fade, stories that refuse to rest. They are tales with missing endings, whispering through the years. The pain they bring is quiet but sharp, a reminder that some families never learn what truly happened to their loved ones. Every year, new tragedies join the list of cold cases. But some stories become legends, growing darker each time they are retold. They stir a strange mix of fear and fascination in the hearts of millions. We are drawn in, hoping that, with each new piece of information, the truth will finally appear. The mystery is not just in what is missing, but in the darkness it leaves behind. Streets, homes, and even hearts change forever when a crime goes unsolved. For the people left behind, the world is never the same. Yet we keep searching. We hope for answers, for justice, for peace. But in America's coldest cases, the echoes of the unknown still haunt us all. A cold case begins when leads dry up and investigators hit a wall. These are crimes that grow older each year, gathering dust and heartbreak. Yet cold cases grip our attention like nothing else. They are puzzles with missing pieces, inviting everyone to try and solve them. Why do we care so much? Perhaps it is because we hope that one day justice can be done. Or perhaps we fear the unknown. These mysteries force us to face the truth that not all questions are answered, and not all stories have a happy ending. Cold cases become part of our culture. Books, movies, and podcasts retell them, pushing their details into the public mind. People who never met the victims feel connected, searching for clues and sharing theories. The cases become national obsessions. But behind every headline, there are real people hurting. Families wait, year after year, for news that may never come. Investigators are haunted by what they couldn't solve. In the end, the lure of cold cases is both the hope of answers and the pain of what is lost. Amy Lynn Bradley was 23 years old when she vanished on a cruise ship in 1998. She was on vacation with her family, hoping for fun and adventure. The ship sailed through the warm Caribbean waters, and everything seemed perfect. But on March 24th, Amy disappeared without a trace. The facts are chilling. Amy was last seen early in the morning, not far from her cabin. Her shoes were found on the balcony, but there was no sign of her anywhere on the ship. Despite a massive search, no clues surfaced. The ocean, so beautiful, became a vast and silent enemy. Over the years, strange reports have surfaced. Some people say they saw Amy in different countries, frightened and asking for help. Each new sighting brought hope to her family, and another heartbreak when the trail went cold. Her parents have spent years searching, refusing to give up. The mystery of Amy Lynn Bradley's fate still grips those who hear it. How could someone vanish from a ship at sea? Was she taken? Did she leave on her own? The questions linger, and her family's pain is a reminder that some mysteries feel as endless as the ocean itself. In the fall of 1982, fear swept across America. 7 people in the Chicago area died after taking Tylenol painkillers, which had been laced with deadly cyanide. The victims were of all ages and backgrounds. each one an innocent person just trying to feel better. The method was terrifying in its simplicity. Someone had secretly opened bottles in stores and put poison capsules inside. There was no way to know which bottles were safe. The deaths seemed random, and the fear spread fast. People rushed to throw out their medicine, and stores pulled Tylenol from their shelves. Despite a massive investigation, the person or people responsible were never caught. The case remains unsolved more than 40 years later. The Tylenol murders changed the way medicine is packaged, but the real killer was never brought to justice. This case reminds us that danger can hide in the most everyday places. The Tylenol murders are a chilling example of how one person's actions can create fear and panic for an entire nation, and leave families mourning without answers. The Zodiac Killer is one of America's most famous unsolved mysteries. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, a series of brutal murders shocked Northern California. The killer taunted police and the public by sending strange coded letters to newspapers. He used the name Zodiac and claimed responsibility for many crimes. The killer's messages were full of puzzles, symbols, and threats. Some cryptograms have never been solved. The Zodiac seemed to enjoy playing games with the police, daring them to catch him. Each new letter brought fresh terror and confusion. Despite years of investigation and dozens of suspects, the Zodiac was never identified. He seemed to vanish as suddenly as he appeared. The case inspired movies and books, and people still debate the killer's identity today. The story of the Zodiac Killer is a dark puzzle. It's a reminder that evil can hide in plain sight, and that some criminals seem to disappear into thin air, leaving only fear and questions behind. In 1957, a small boy's body was found in a cardboard box in Philadelphia. He was between 3 and 7 years old, and no one knew his name. The discovery, honestly, shocked the community, and quickly became one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. Police worked for years, chasing every possible lead. Newspapers called him the boy in the box. Posters with his picture went up in stores and schools. But no family ever came forward, and every clue led to another dead end. The case has haunted investigators for decades. Who was this child? How did he come to be abandoned in such a shocking way? The questions remain, and the boy's grave is often covered with toys and flowers from strangers who mourn a child they never knew. The boy in the box stands as a symbol of unanswered questions. His story is a reminder that every mystery is also a tragedy, and that every cold case leaves behind a shadow of sorrow. Each of these cold cases seems to come with its own shocking twists. New witnesses appear, mysterious letters arrive, and evidence suddenly changes the story. Sometimes investigators think they have found the answer, only for it to slip away again. False leads can be as painful as having no leads at all. In Amy Lynn Bradley's case, there were moments when her family thought she had been found, only to be let down. The Zodiac Killer sent ciphers no one could solve, adding layers of confusion. The Tylenol murders saw copycat crimes and fake confessions, making it harder to know what was real. Even after decades, new information sometimes comes to light. Technology can reveal old secrets, and a single tip can change everything. Yet the most shocking twist is often that the mystery remains, untouched by time. The unknown is what truly haunts us. These stories hold our attention, not just because of what happened, but because of what we still don't know, and may never learn. Behind every cold case are people who will never forget. Families live with hope and heartbreak, feeling the loss every single day. For Amy Lynn Bradley's parents, every sunrise is another day without answers. For the families of the Tylenol victims, even simple acts like taking medicine became a source of fear. Investigators, too, carry the weight of these cases. Many detectives spend their whole careers searching for the truth, haunted by the faces of those they could not save. They pore over evidence, chase rumors, and wonder what they missed. Some cases become personal obsessions, following them long after retirement. The pain of not knowing is heavy. It shapes lives in quiet, lasting ways. Even as time passes, the wounds of these mysteries never truly heal. The longing for answers becomes a part of daily life, a shadow that will not fade. In the end, the real cost of unsolved mysteries is measured in sorrow and longing. Every cold case is a story of love, loss, and the unending hope for justice. Even as the years pass, hope does not die. New technology, like DNA testing and digital databases, offers fresh chances to solve old mysteries. Sometimes a single breakthrough can bring answers that have been missing for decades. The families and investigators cling to these small sparks of hope. Yet the shadow of justice lingers. Not every case is solved, and not every family finds peace. The truth is sometimes just out of reach, hidden by time and silence. Each year, the list of cold cases grows longer, but the search for answers continues. We are left with questions that may never be answered. But the pursuit of truth is its own kind of justice. It is a promise to the victims, their families, and to ourselves that we will not forget. As long as people remember, and as long as hope survives, the search for justice goes on. In the end, America's coldest cases remind us that some mysteries endure. They are shadows that stretch across generations, urging us to keep looking, even when the answers seem forever just out of reach.